and now we can about what happened in Metro TV. Say broad day. This era where we live in a very civilized dispensation. Team democracy. Na police anybody armed men na yakobawura TV station when they know say program air koso. Na sabi omo multi station even real crowd or moton was studio and obi akoku nipa couldn't you wait sabi your mumba pump program no. But they rather went there with police officers.
Jimmy, almost said that they have a reason for doing that. And Jimmy
Mugabe.
Obi said that no Jimmy also said that.
Mugabe. So for them to do that, you know, police need chira on one serving court order kana will serve will be executive court order then as far. There are processes and procedures you go through. You don't invade the studio to extend that attack security men and as far bloody. The way a man is here.
Whenever I say my PENDREAM TV there, I see them yopo.
For a busu adina, Metro TV ni Randiabe attack Musa and Samia see and or Metro TV. No na inside politics. The brand Mugabe man say etnase no. Only Ivan Innocent and former Denta MP. With now na. Be in some na Innocent the okay can argue to the police for any IGP say maza. Kona ya woman monhwe ye na baby akroni won election year na ye wono e na amanfo ani ay krakrakrakranti gidigidi na mudi ye nem ne de emwa ebe ya mfa aboto ye manya ade na yanyina yankon boko ne wi election go Ghana kroba kope ne pe Ivan Mugabe won bo ma adunya che police fo a won ko PM wo Metro TV a na nka won ko akọ storm Dr. Randy Abini, Good Morning Ghana show ni so. Ajevo yanko hwen sama Ivan ene Mugabe Mase na Alaji Sorogo eka ewo inside politics so the brana omushia ya.
Somsa na jata open
Yo medase. Ya pass. Ya go enim say. On pass. Ono pass. Aba me makwaba.
Mugabe joso.
Bibi abako de.
Oh nyame adoma ho de ho.
Ai ava innocent.
Mugabe.
Tie no kura to e na me yamtisi.
Captain Smart we. Hey, Captain wadu sunyane o ya abako de.
Abako pa. Unse ene political evangelism. Abi aduru no unse asofo na ya omko out cause spreading message.
Fantastic.
Abi agana jina.
Is it political
Kumase recently. Say political evangelism na bia na de ko they preach it because we need to send a message to the doorsteps of the people so we better their kwase.
Fantastic. few deaths.
Yeah, friends, a few regrettable deaths. Election na ye peaceful. This is the first time I go into election 8 people ye kuomo on the spot. They've been seen in the history of this country. President Anthony say yeah investigation cry into their deaths. No, he couldn't. This gentleman go back to Techima and no catch almost say Techima for me work for pa na mama region man to abama me. He couldn't even have the courage say or call family no any of my kasa. That is a person so insensitive, so clueless. Very person na yeka. And I know me we say IGP press conference. Assuring stakeholders say, oh, there will be peace. Me say we a political party. Now we take it as a IGP air kana na wankasa we a joker na we serious. Because on the election day, the IGP will be benched. Reserve player and his bosses will be in charge of security in this country. And this IGP can't say that's we taking it serious as a political party. You are a joke because
regional the only deployment, in charge of deployment. Yes.
Na say obiye ayawaso West Wagon am I we see na from Lieutenant Colonel Okwakodru Brigadier General crime now committee no he has been promoted.
I'm even talking about the police.
So asama IGP can we taking it serious one kasa obi be say we jejeje because on the election day no ankasa will be bench. Is the reason why obi amfanche ne team say elections na ye kɔ no obi nsisi obi. Ghana for the Benya Kwenya decided because and now we can about what happened in Metro TV. Say broad day. This era where we live in a very civilized dispensation. Yet team democracy. We are flying Juma. Na police anybody armed men na yakobaura TV station when they know say program air koso. Na sabi omo multi station even real crowd or moton was studio and obi akokuni pa. Couldn't you wait? Sabi your mumba pom program no. But they rather went there with police officers.
And Jimmy, almost said that they have a reason for doing that. And yet, Jimmy,
Mugabe.
Obisa that no Jimmy, also said that.
Mugabe. So for them to do that, you know, police need chira on one serving court order kana will serve will be executive court order then as far. There are processes and procedures you go through. You don't invade the studio to extend that attack security men and as far bloody. The way a man is here, sanka private individuals na kwaya deal with ya. Who say, oh, ebi I know mu left from their right, but police officers here train you more. This come back to say police for now who more shentade or more corner. Yes, and yansafo wom dodo na onim dia or more experience or more year juma. But at the same time, no, there are idiots. More eka ho. And the one we are average Ghanaian now to how do you differentiate a fool from police in onim yansa? A chance that elections like yakono nobody is safe. And I said the other can I kidnapping Mugabe. Now no mami I say Oti Emirates your first airport or year juma or bebesia or ye juma yako kidnapping no national security the police for nyina dey never bab until say omu nim ho hwe for national security to issue a statement say omu nim maame no che na ye che no ho hwe. The question is why na ekoche maame no because at the end of the day no evidence abada this she was adopted by men in the police uniform then as a form yet ne call baby kwatata na ye de obeye asipan because boy ya won bongo ideas on social media or church on the name the same thing happening to no ya fa no ne call ye did ye beye nyina ye ne besin ne ye nya hu nipa o che no e de kidnapping ne sa adoption abeye order of the day the national security and other state institutions you know etimi use to creating a general sense of insecurity going into these elections and Abai enyan then this election where they are ready for peaceful elections. They are ready to do everything, even about sacrificing the life of Ghanaians. Sabaya President Akufo-Addo betimi installing the puppet Ayabawumia on this country, so that crimes no more committed over the years, you know. Obia enya that investigate here. It tells you how willing they are to go. So ayameno NS you taking your security into our own hands. Going to elections, you know. Obia metie story say meko election ya ko wiame and I yakwa bomini I say after elections that particular story it will not sell. So everything that it takes, protecting the legitimate will of the people of this country going into these elections, you know. I say this Ghana for no decide why the idea very well. Say but say Obibe issue the state machinery, the security of the state, and the electoral commission. Say try to manipulate the will of the people of this country. Say it will not fly in the face of anybody because Ghanaians have gone through a lot. Mugabe. When you hear Ghana, the Ghana for Nemo, and now we are journalists now to radio, so oh, your programmer, you are not safe. Metro TV no the target then was your friends Randiabe because Okana gain Chirabang and they are furious about that particular thing. And there are several pieces of it in the media. Muko Kumasi, we all heard the name I see and as for, but in a democratic dispensation, no, Obia Chirana Obia Nim, yeah, Oka, and this will be Chirana. Why the attack? But actually, are binding him. Aduma boni omudu omina ye baby omina kwakoduru ene until they just don't want to anybody say obeka asem beti omo. But the reality is economic circumstances of this country e call for change because a Ghana for beda sorry na say bawumia na omakoto abama na ye betena sa akoda wesu a na ne yes TV station abra program ekoso. And in the other way, see, you know, we know who statement I issue from anywhere condemning this. Now, I see why I condemn it because Brantia na ya adapted on a bongo ideas on why I kidnapping and the best in there. Why not issue statement? I saw why investigation when a year, Mammy, where the buy it's the same thing. National security just issuing statements there, or when you're part of it. And why not a cockachino? Because you have a duty so obia kidnap you in the broad day to investigate na wa be inform me but so when yes adwuma you're denying, police is denying, then it means that we are all not safe because we have a national security. You are in charge of internal security, investigation, intelligence, and what they are dealing with. So if you cannot provide such sensitive information to Ghanaian, then emphasis will be a news. So that is what I'm saying, sir. All these state institutions, security sensitive ones, they've all become stooges. And I buy no play more. So we a political party. Now do we need to accept Madam Pareka say I don't know be in charge of security. He's lying because his bosses will bench him on the election day. Election day, the interior minister. Only in charge of security internally. So Otanasino who's the defense security situations in Omayuna Sasa. He can vary his status. Or bet you after the military anytime. So don't be fooled and say police for there, but already they have prepared themselves because San Omoya year 2020. Omoyama political parties be abandoned vigilante groups Yakoduru Yano. Nay soldier for the police for no more 2 na second shop Munsama or Mukunipa on the grounds on the day now we are home here. Omo have demonstrated clearly and going into these elections no we are Ghana ni na ukwa ha ma wani na ho ma wadwemu na ho na unse abato na yeto ne yeto abo ho ban yeto aman no ama eku sure say we hold them accountable.
Mother say Aban Innocent live on TVS was it no so on power 97.9 ma me go honorable so go on into on so side the CEO Metro TV.
Well answer na Metro TV crano amuga me bay na mitie nsemo na okeka na niama ekokoso Ghana ni MPP 4 year electoral commission 4 year na mitie muga una made ba ko a wo muti pe no mo yema hye wo ora unim what say unim ora operation recover or loot so munyati ora pe no obia eyama start tu
accountable
because omunyina menyi ekon enyim all of them are into it. Omabokro no omwadiewu womaye ketasi to the point is say obia nim say NDC government and the JM say JM kura twetwe ne ho Ghana for be force JM emana ye investigation na baby amra no wosi wodeto nti omunyati ora na no bia yem ahyenu say ko asemwaba. That's number 1. Number 2, womanim say baby adu no Ghana for yenji trumu ntum. Masa that's another thing. And before muntie ni ye Ghana for muntie. Womunji trumu ntum. Once the first no na womu kan kakrakra amra Donald Trump wenya wini say wom. Mini MPP 4 ye ko other radio station. So mu be hu yen ya sitting president and the vice Baumia wobe wini tiseni say American my friend say Kamala Harris obe wini ono so the sitting president na ye pepepe nti niemu pese mu no mu be hu masa ana Donald Trump ye Kamala den wodi ni fi opan Donald Trump two things pe na ya kuntie pa dim ana ma Donald Trump yesa number 1 economy no the way economy ni sitie American for sorry inflation enumpo ayi ni tika krabio enye Ghana die yi a 77 mpreduasa wo sorry anopa wo be kono price na change enumro be kono price na change change no na ebi di mo mafuno ya kete nya no o America die ni kitin number 2 Trump wa kanti je se onu de sa LGBTQ ni ade no ono osoro nyame oso oto bible me di Quran aka ho ama na kwa odi akoma every family of America because nyame bo two sexes pe obo female no obo male enami ba ikura no na hu se transgender oso wo sane executive ayibi ama transgender gender kura ne yatwam se bema ni bema oba odua ani dende enu na MPP 4 edimu akoteni anana akofo ado ani bawumia because of sika wo munya ya sponsor wo no na wo mani abre ana anye yie no masa akofa obi a ono kura de no opese nkankwada nketo na start homosexuality education napo ne say ya case no say edenyo nyame na odi ma yenyo baby obekobia no wose entoma JDM bebia na po ko bia no wo se ntuma JDM because wo who light no nti won't mean din trobium eho anso so egusum tenne moga ye kan ye kan ko si se ne asinu ne anu omudi nam omani abre eye free SHS Evans free SHS upa kokofa kotie Angel FM on the 12th of August 2020 was see Akufo-Addo government clears 30.1 million free SHS debt left under JDM into Honso we are enye
your mama didn't me free
David from Akufo-Addo through to Baumia there be a didn't free one because nyame na hye masa obi ye ni program
me say we just go and campaign my mama
oh na say
you serious
sabia anura me no be sha no be sha
be oti enye obi onum tramo enye obi onum wi toffee water free wi toffee enye obi a onum under ena Aziz wonhye wonye hwe wonye drug addict na ni da ho pa timiti we wona bu so go be kwa gina madina akoka se eishi
aye dynamic okasa
we are sure say Mugabe amete kwa minya kwanya se ma ye running mate e dey ama NDC me kwa gina baby aka se mi Mugabe ishi
that be any say
bibi techema
na wona kumam onimpe fe se eye NDC eneba anti no o kan preko na ba amewa
running mate o ye campaign mama
Muga, for the first time in the history of this country, Ghana fails to settle their debt.
Intimi service and debt.
A bin sida. When we in a chino, baby $1 in nam. And net kwa bank. First police on the buyer, almost say $1 $1 from to bank. $1 so bank $1 konko yi. Na uko ya na mbisa sa den. Almost uko ya. Abai Baumia were the head of economic management team so could they call black market. And no yama unyi. And then so crabby now they call Kotumuswa, yes, boy. Mugabe, for the first time in the history of Ghana, Sanko for almost say chrono, or quantity up and sign. And there is nothing that they can do again.
Very well.
Say no more ya and say. And I say who
to who say change ba.
Na say change inshallah baby.
Change na ne dey who change.
Change no. Enya Ghana na here change ni here Ghana na the office Canada Japan so ke kano waso mu bokro no ewia Ghana sikati se Ghana ye free ne e free na Ghana ni obiom masa enya me na me kan yo tie nie ohini to e kan ye wase baby a MPP Baumia di Ghana ko dri na se Ghana fotimi to aba ama Baumia MPP dia enya ono onim description of Bama Ghana for eno kwenso masa look at where ye kan nyina to omoda so lutu krono no omo bo bre champon sabi bre champon so ko soja oko huru nchansi we ayi kitchen porter enne bre champon ba ba be ma warning say ya we ne kro mfa maye who born you by mistake na say no nim me feel say democracy, the enemy of democracy in Ghana is Bosman Asari. Abeda hope fe. One time semwa krono no mutra so mbebo. Obi timi kase mi tria 600 million titisikano adiama electoral commissioner district electoral officials so amunje no mama Baumia wene no mama onu so wene na nyame nchade ade anka nipa miensa ko ede eyeden na beda die na ya bonu bebia enya no nko a moga makoye meetings our Lister hotel look meetings bebi on beye bia a podium bebo bia no na pona beda bontin because what is written
is written.
It's written.
But I say honorable Sogo, amozo about clerical, amozo garlic bitters in a boy, baby, no said be a bit to me about reading so high a blood pressure, how many miles high sugar level, no boa support or pancreas. Now we are one year stroke, no, you've been on no ma, a boy, papa, some boama, a cholesterol, and feeling pedri more. Herbal shop, pharmacy shop, the whole Ghana, be a to baby.
Late to see Speaker of Parliament, the decision to decline say babia time na drew no there is no need to say Obama Parliament back.
Your mama so can
yes, and I think say it's in order. You see, so
Supreme Court.
Oh, no. Supreme Court need to me.
Not here, I want to be sorry, Supreme Court. And you know, court. Master Supreme Court and Nippon Gumino or Chinese never hold, but the court will still be the court.
Mugabe, so the recent posture of Speaker of Parliament, Babin, in recent times, Senka Ohunin Tem, Enanka or Yen who say, I'm not sure Senka Parliament a bedroom be a drew a nay. Yes, or it's never late than yes. So I think the Asasiano or ye say Ebianka, Niama are different. But you see, so we know bit if you know Yan who say Omu or the Wenimbe former. Now we nya a quanya also a Marapan level. As I know watching no this level said we see can because and Supreme Court a Chief Justice said to me and he said it at the panel said to me to order everybody in this country. So now we are looking up to her to go back to Parliament and order the Speaker say unconvened Parliament because to me. So we are watching, and the church said, I didn't say I na come once and the catch said democracy no. This legal framework I had to weaponize it democracy no and unions are there, but there are ways I bet me afa kwan so as a nipa da sani say asamba you bet me atenase ajojo just for a closure because I will have kwan I pack fast whereby from the beginning. It was the same concept say political party chinene say the court and ya the electoral process no ye be wie NTN establish IPAC as a platform of convenience where political stakeholders will dialogue and share ideas, and that particular consensus building platform na aboye amaya yenya a lot of reforms and things like this what parliament you know. I was expecting say the minority, the majority and other critical stakeholders in this country you know, will wait in na ye hu kwan befaso asabi ye betimi settle this matter because Supreme Court wading in no and set a very terrible precedent e okroma say because quite circumstances in the near ma omofaso a omo go into this particular matter no I leave a lot of trail among for business LGBT case and allergy to our come asemi I one sensitive issue a Ghana for across the religious divide obia you very much concerned na Supreme Court catch say that particular issue no enye pressing national interest into ye appeal to baby na mo afenyo marking there no the call no to the extent say the Supreme Court granted an S party where speaker no kwan ye ntie no na ye granted ade no ye no abra omodi main ruling no ba bonte no the substantive case na course no speaker am valid defense but the it's quite interesting so kind ruling na Supreme Court confer defense now file for injunction no mom no and the be defense in the substantive case Martinami do raise that particular issue because main issue ni nyina ye nim say papa na am file defense but Supreme Court rule and am say ruling no ba bontin e kasa speaker ma e take away integrity from the ruling no they went back and took the defense from a different suit and challenge that you have earlier ruling no and e be shame and e more ruling clearly I saw how desperate they were at that particular point to do the bidding of their masters, and public trust in the institution is gone, and the EC as a body or conducting elections, the integrity is on the line. And to be a Ghana near now, certain institutions over the years, as a foundation of our democracy, they are all shaky because a pander to government manipulations and machinations. Ghana cannot rely even on state institutions. Going into this election, you cannot trust the military, you cannot trust the police, you cannot trust national security, you cannot trust your friends, the electoral commission. So, Anua alone. A huge insecurity are created for us because when citizens lose trust in these sensitive institutions, then a child say obia be radical and people can do anything. And we are president.
Also for 750 Ghana for 5 days exercise.
No, sika
750 Ghana.
As then sika.
What is 750?
Mugabe
750,000 and 750 pay. And no 100 cities.
Mugabe
7.5.
Mugabe
75 million.
You see, let's get serious. You see, substantive issue our grounds na ye kan wasem no. Enye sika semo. Issue of trust yem fa sika nto. Issue of confidence in state institutions enye currency way o price enye ye. you need to engender that trust and confidence. Sabi Ghana ni benya hotoso say police ni no sha atade gina ho no or yeah adwuma to protect the interest of Ghanaians, not a political party. Abino has demonstrated niamo mu ye nyina is to kill this trust, and we are going to election na no amanfo a yeshisho mu police intade dey to mo, and we saw the mayhem they unleash on innocent Ghanaians in a broad day. Ye shutu ni party sa akoko besidna investigation kwa ya nyabi enti obeti baabi no so a stakeholder or a peace council or a council of state na or catch stakeholders say oh peace na election na ye kon ye nyina ye hia peace. Yes, it's true, ye nyina ye hia peace, ma catch as a peace any event. It's a process. And that particular process, you know, there are a lot that you need to do. Sabaya man for being a man for trust and confidence in the process. But the akosu nyina say Abino is willing to sacrifice obia to get it way. Some no koto Ghana for team. I never created that sense of insecurity. And Omina your team no, it's not as if that things are going well. And necessarily na laji can yet to come her. For the first time in the history of this country, yakwa abontia ko ka kire abontin for say e kana yedebo yesiremo yemfa nko yedi to ho no hwan eba betua wo maame na betua na sa papa na betua egu Ghana 40 so that is the record. Enu nyina ti na sidi ni dollar o compare nyeye pe ka amene Ghana ene na no cathedral sema ye kan say say report na ba abontin Mugabe and strategy can't say even contract na yema ye say edisi nyankopon asoro dan no that particular contract was illegal. And then as so for no mugu board no sunu nyina no ya investigate or no prosecute or that is what Shraj is saying. It's show how widespread corruption has become to the sense as so from penifo or man on Sunday ye gina saw them preaching nyankopon ji amanfo sika na se for no ene yes, he investigated for possible corruption. Akufo-Addo no beti nyama we nyina possible because he had his own scheme, he had his own machinations. Okay. All that he did, he said, just to flip in these people, use them to make money. Because at the end of the day, the order for money disbursement either from the president or from Kenoforata and where payment cost it's the same line. But yes, no call is the reason why Shraj is saying so. We are Ghana here, and some here can go beyond NDC MPP. Me say criminals have taken over this country and they think Omani omo papa no man nanam de mu ye no mu di jomo, so they can use Omani to do some gubi on beye bia e ka ho bi enene Omani na bofoma Ghana na ma ye pacha wagege sika fri amanfo ho no. So this is the time for us to vote them out. Yen chiro mu nyansa hu say 2016 no na Akufo-Addo was an ordinary man walking on the street. Ghana for the do to me man no ene obenya to me no Baumia na sefo nyina maka say Baumia no he is just a China version of Akufo-Addo. And this what they about to come about me and wo because Akufo-Addo no mponie na China version. You can imagine what we are getting ourselves into. More number. We need to vote them out and will be China version of Obina Yado Papa. Mugabe asembe na woken. Abamada
se Medimosis clinic and Eba center fast like I say emfa emmo mo ene awie wosu unya Medimosis eye garlic capsules ni na aboba enam eye enema wuwo mu no se na mo ne enema ka ho ne ntine eboa ye papa garlic no so boa ni pedua no nti pebinom se de be ya betimi aboa wo na aja blood circulation mo ya timi edi ni pedua no
MPP anda Baumia e sheda so mo peso mkokunu iskun nkwala na nyamia dawo ma nyame atie wo mu na nkwala yentimi enkum wo mu Mugabe ka na me koka ne sei because wonim say aduane food say aduane expire muga ye ka say aduane expire e chese apro enya de pa eni say di mani padi ehunsunso anso no ebetimi aba se bosome ebetimi aba afi ebetimi aba mfie enum enti se bibi nsi ne enu nkyere se ehunsunso aso ni ho mi anya me nwanwa because wukaya amra Burkina fo bie wo mu bagri dam ensuo yiri fa sirem fa wa anim peso so no Baumia sorry so no anu oteso enti okwa ye politics no edia niama no de koma omo aduane odi koma omo nyina no expired rice aduane apro to the point to say wo mo receive ye no ba ko so onum awodia na ne yamu itu afi wo nsimienu afi miensa afi nipa bibrom dia no mo yamu utu ye ko twa aduane no a Baumia amia de ko ye no akogina no a sa aduane nyina expire aduane de wo mo ya nya wo mo twi and this woman nya wo mo hia what shows is such no bi nsanye an MPP for ko India company wo mo hia schedule ya campaign and wo mo nya sika no mo wi ani nyina achi wo mo pay nkwada kum wo mo no mo de anya sika aduane asai 22,000 bucks bag baako mpima duonu mienu 22,000 bags of rice 22,000 expire in December 2023 almost 1 year ni no matimi akwa sesamo no akwa Ghana buffer our Ashanti region buffer stock akwa tete upper bag fufro atro new expiring date dia bobo at your supply school for 7 konkodi
what's the date no
what's the date what's the company no ubedi akom na woni me ya no akomia ma medin ho yaw nana akomia
nana akosia
akomia ma ure ni aka ni amefa ka
ya gwan
akomia timi ka se after onkwara ni di ya ne hu so obi yare ana obi afi akomia so timi ka se entinature se ayabo apayo siamfa nkomo omo dia the second one on beka ni se wo bo di ya ne dodo no awie school nto mo kofie that is the most dangerous thing akwara na kwa shefie ntino wu a woni ni parents ene ewu ntino ano awo hwe aka 10 days to go for election and let me tell you why I say me the fa baby it is necessary Sir John Dramani Mahama Oba Evans una otitwi me kan brofo a no wadran ne poto kasa mo amami was say he is a man of integrity and trustworthy.
Mugabe na betima check.
Mugabe they were host. Una me no ye. We a man of integrity and trustworthy.
O ni munyam ani obi a okasa ne kasa anase ne munyam ekura no no. Enya de osi obi a okasa obi.
Yentia I was out to abama John the mama. They told me integrity trustworthy. Was it number 2 24-hour program economy eba. Enti na eba. Ye nim semba bunu ne adwuma yo. And you know, I was saying, yeah, be a bit 24 hours. Was he saying, was he no free stress? That free stress, fancy for Moko. Yeah, you know, for I mean, it was a Jomama bar. Buy no free stress. Yeah, more tertiary, no. Say Accra Technical University. Say nursing training. Say university. Baby, I know. Fancy, I know. Scanning 60,000. Papa, Kayama. Oh, you be a 1 February pro. And come school for so we come home. And what can I say? Was it no? A man who will not feed school children with expired food.
Jomama wo bi anya mesuro ewu numu nti aduane a enya aduane a pro no enya de so de be magana.
Oso anim sankrofo yare nya obi a na wo sika into establish mama cares a medical fund here for omniska no ebetimi abo awo mo koso.
Jomama say oba ye wo mo ni bie ya o mo betimi akọ ayaresa bia so mo koja ya no obeboa wo mo ama wo menya akonya so mo betimi akọ ayaresa bia ma mo he abubuafo mo amuni bie mo amuntumi nantie obebu hwemo se de bia mo betimi akọ ayaresa bia na bibia kọ na no ye betu di se mama case
wo se ama mo bo oba so na ye fie and to establish a bank. From the managing director right to the down. So the better
said ye film padi mema ye film padi ni yidi boy e manu His Excellency John Dramani Mahama said the honorable Surugo ni film padi no de ma ye haji anu ya wotumi nya nkwada kama bi ni for say amoni wo mo kika ho no wo ba na the women's bank aba na sa bank no so e man ko na bi adwuma ho say security say ye teller say ye hwan yo bank man nyina ye ma obabua said the bi ya edwedi ebetumi apagya no ho ewo memu na impuntu nyuma eni ma omukokwa so mo nkane China eni Japan mo amukofa ne ma ba ni Dubai no bosi awode babua mo bia no wo pa wo mre koyo sibia for fie bra ebegine di agine mo se ko atro se bibia se ni wo ensimu kakre bi
was it E-levy and a COVID levy for the first time COVID levy ni ma ye kai de bia ye nkrofo mawu E-levy won tisa baumia oso wanya baumia oba obetwam
wasi yi levy a baumia mo ekofa ba ye omo ye hu eye party eni omu didi hu twa hu cake baumia ne ye Samaria no wasi ni nyina ni yi levy no faso bia ni so saadi omo de ba ye ha ye mamam ne papa mo nkurase no ba ni nyina no obetwam afi ho 120 days
ɔsi covid ni nso ɛyɛ yare aba Ghana for credit akufo do bɔ omu nya ho mfasoɔ because yɛnya 24 billion ɛna omu use 12 billion na aka no yɛnim na omu de yɛyɛ omu de kyekyɛ ma amanfo ɔso ɔba saa yi no ɔbɛyi afiri hɔ
pandemic yare mu ɛnyɛ saa abre mu ne yɛpeska ɛsɛsɛlɛsi John Dramani ma bedu esi ya mamu nsuo ya mamu kanea na nado saa ba abɛgyigyi ni nyinaa ɔbɛgyigyi ne sika ɛno na Jomama ɛka kyerɛ sɛ Ghana for to abama no 7 December 2024 a ɔmamunefo amakomako ha ɛne aduo no the first 4 months in the office no ɔbɛ make sure sɛ saa COVID level no ɔbɛyi ni nyinaa ɛdɛn ɛde afiri hɔ sɛ de bɛyɛ a ɛbɛboa amatemamufo nso no ɛho ahehai
yɛn kwada ɔmo kɔ school double track yɛn ti bi da MB before na kofa aba amene nkwada no kun ɔso ɔba wɔbɛyɛ massive sada no start yɛ na one year MB before tuagu no wɔbɛtoa so no wabie no ma private for na ba sɛ ne bɛyɛ 11 no amisi 11 free SHS no ɛbɛkɔ n'anim na quality no nso bɛba
free SHS won sam na wɔkan honorable Sorogo Mosini ba former MP for Medina Greater Accra region of the Republic of Ghana was say wo ba be free SHS no kena ye papa kane agya wo schools awodo private schools yi C school ene omo president no omo keka ho no wo se wo de omo nyina ba be shim said e be ya omo betimi aboa eye schools awodo ni nyina na private for nyina be wuram na free SHS no double track ne red good green traffic light no obeyi nyina free won wa yes de be ya ibetumi anya quality education
say yan kwada mai sabi obuni nsa ayawrade akyede wo mo ntimi ntopa bi brain ko school so kai a wo mo de bai wo so ba sa de no ebedi akoni be kona nimpa sembe nkwana ne benya confidence no
sasale se John Dramani mama se Mugabe oni wanu abosorogo ne Avan Innocent mun kan kire enuan mo ma se emade enye se eye ba is the kibi enye ne pe ne mom eye udima fo nyam na body by nature na ni nyina no se obe bunsa meka se obenya o menses na afi no de ode beto eye pad kura no de ase wase no na ho ayedin na na do edit taxes awodo everybody go so ne ba omi etremodinfo na book coordinator for wo ma se bibia Jomama so oba emba ni nyina mo wo ese JHS se ye SHS ni nyina no oba ma mo free pad
ni no bia ni nyame ma na ho de ko school ento wo se implement national apprenticeship program for skills development obi na nyankwan ko school
o ma tumi anko school na so mo nim de e wo nwuma sue mo ene ade no sesele John Dramani mama say wo ba obebo yi papa mo pese mo sue adwuma e 3 year mo pese mo yi 3 mo pese mo ye mechanics from electricians ni ne keka ho nyina no POP na mo ye wo so obebo papa se mo kene be ma musika mo de sue adwuma na mo wie nso a yasa mo dwetiri na wo so watumi ato abramo so
agro industrial in all the regions because of the 24-hour program no say ne be yan kwere be nyadwuma no ye be ye nyase wo kwa wo do banche kwa na oton it will be turned into something starch some kukonso it will be processed be bio ye bia no agro industry account for 24 hours say ne be ya adwuma bibre beba moga
eno no ka jore say enku adwuma mu nso no obe shemu kene ye papa say de be ya agro ho no ye betumi ede eye fertilizer ne keka ho ye be boa supply de ma ye mabuno mu person mo go into eye farming agriculture mu say de be ya emu ye do ani operation feed yourself say de champion de ba ye no ye money ye do ani ye do say ne ye mo amobeko into poultry farming mo so no nkoko yi ye de be mamu na motumi aye mo manya mu nkosu aton na motumi asa aton bi nso bronya ebei eni isa eni idi fitili idi other time na so a motumi aton bi se de bi betumi aboa na so otumi ahwe yi wo se hono wo de sika be hye mu ye papa kana se de be ya emabunu ebetumi ewura ye agric
Mugabe does pa we just a little just 20% of nemo person time unti yentimi mfaso
sama okanyina wo so we wo hancheche mu abionu ana ya pane ho a
ya de mamu nanso ade ba ko a yenim ni se MPP ba ya no wo mo me tiase se mo ba be ye from taxation to production
abi before one day so mo ba ne de ne to sem de mo bogu ba bi kura se de be ya o mo bi nyuma na de businesses na grow se de be ya nyuma be ba magana fo nya bi aye ne mo to ne de mo bogu no mo ba yi to nko a no mo de abeto
gana mo ba ye wo mo di to ba ko aduanan ana ba be kan wani nyina edam animu a
taxes awodo makomako eye 40 na jese aduanan eni akire na omode aba owia na watu ameka
metua o kaminia mene nyina Ghana fo betua aka because ye kan kura no enti wenum nyina achi no se wutie wenum nyina na wutie ntro ekoso na wutie na Ghana bebi anye ya Mugabe obi na be ka kire wo say on the 7th of December ko nasisa Kumasi how ne wo yen ume brahaba bo ne wo mi mi ko mi school nyina wo Kumasi jache pram so eduade de esua TI Amas everything asafo mitna ho amako mit TI Amas from form 1 to upper 6 first library prefect
no wonder
antino anyawa semani mani ade na minim nyameka so antino wenum nyina yakoso
and I'm not surprised.
Oh well, you can't be surprised because TI de wa woni baby aye wo
phobia for
yeah, amasphobia. Nti minu anum ni aye ka nyina ni se ye kasi ye gyina ni aka nsem a ombe ka ye na ni omo ba be yo ya enye obi na be ka cho sesisa
emwebra
aye completely at variance obi so oba be mo aduru obi ba ya so oba be ma poison wo yare no a obi NDC John Dramani Mameka so ya mo ya hu ni empedru empe doctor mano no obi say da bi twen onu so akopa poison ba be kum ni mienu why and over to a man even to us
Samrazuma me bibia bonito
nipa no mudi aso no omumuye
and before
yes they have no respect
for human beings here me say
and you see ade ehu pa na sa obi a onim nyansa be hunu so onim nyansa
wo ko eya afenya o mo na mo from say
afenya
mo na ayi o mo Michelle Campo kwan
I control fee
mo na chimpanzee
says gorilla aka chimpanzee aka I'm from control fee
enti
na de wo na kasa
oh there
mama kai
Mugabe amamuo
mechia wo mo
amamuo mo ade a ehu pa ne se nipa onim nyansa be di so. And that is the dangerous aspect of it. You see, yes. You see, take it to MPP for a proposal. Dia mai aya baumia ene napono kan hono. Platform bia ni ha abrante we akogina so watimi akanyansa semba akopɛ. Oh, I'm telling you.
So you can
penyina enkoradwere ne da ne tim nsam onam a okanyina ya nkorasem and I'm telling you say wo he ba bia oman we gina all facet of our society akrake asai na wo kofa obi a oye certified joker like baumia ogina stage so abi oye bi obi anim then the penyina ono so nkoradwere ne da ne tim na wo ka omobom na wo ka so medi oman we so a aso wo mu nipa.
Oh, there be na was na ponso ngwana.
Oh, na officer shase na be na wakanya sasem.
So can we campaign mind this?
It doesn't matter. You see, on Kenyan sasem because the biggest political way in his life ayakobo dwama no kumase e beda na di. Dia na ode ye. Ode gu nanim ase.
No we ka se nto majo mama ne.
Oh, Mugabe. Ma men ka se me kire ni pasu na omoye. And how dangerous it is. Say be tam to me, dia masa ankrofo we. Because be Ghana gina no oman no gina ye. And these are people who know who do they are Ghana nyina chi yo. Cause they akufo ado na ma oh yes ono no legacy. Or just say ya de abama obi oba beto na legacy no. E do tincha na we nyansa na busa legacy ban. Aya chrono legacy na na say
oba beto na
legacy ban. Ana nipa no mo twa no. Nipa mo twa no ho asia no mo dada na say our legacy. Because under the Fourth Republic way, Akufo Addo's presidency is the most useless presidency. Oh yes, useless presidency.
Legacy.
The most useless presidency for 8 years no we be wasting everything and then Ghana timi ko gina China ni anim ka so mfa na kan China for na Ghana ni o gina China ni mpa na so mfa na kan because a certain government has decided say odo man sika bedi nkrasesem sa na man na ba be ye enti enne teacher ni o kira de nurse ni a say ne Ghana for youth ni obi ama na bag so Ethiopia na okọ Japan na we ko because o man need that. Nipa no mugu o mine no don't even realize it and they are still teasing and mocking Ghanaians say oh everything is okay eba na ye cheap comparison yento abama omo wo to abama baumia ne na o ma ba ba eden that is a question
no ma be to akrono no
so na na be to aso
no ma be to akofo adu
respect no mo respect Ghana for na be koso journalists oti radio so kasa na ya boy penalty say they see on Metro TV what I say sa na ma na be that impunity no me say is too much.
The security of this country is it IG IGP or the interior minister.
Me say on mine the autopilot. President Nankasa kura nim die ekoso. Because no
what station na ye to say about the na IGP.
And make catch say. And make catch say.
No am say o be provide this.
And make catch so what analysis na me say make catch on say. So we a political party now take IGP serious. I want kasa you are a joker because on one kasa no obetena chairman man for because there are bosses. Oh no, he's just a small fry. Bosses in Ankasa on the election day, they will call the shot.
But
not the IGP.
You
understand?
Moga, that day, so we are watching this back. Ababahaya and the Krafia say unko back because we are not going
I like that.
Krafia say unko back. Bolga Action Women's Group, Bolga Tanga muso mutio. Bolga Tanga Action Women's Group. A powerful.
What tilapia for no?
It's matu animalia also.
What tilapia for no?
Oh tilapia some no man oh.
Any akosia o ja
akosia no nyina akosia obia je wanum obia che. But adanu so achiniye. Number 18, no be na untimi nkai.
Look for the umbrella.
Look for the
umbrella. A large scenario, you are doing a fantastic job. Johnson said, don't get your money now. More papa. Yedimu Ebesia na yada ubia asimini apia stadium. Boy Juma anyway you see apia stadium when you message normal ma Ophelia. Mo boy Juma apia stadium. Nyami esha ukwa menti ase. Nyami esha papa. Haya na mdimu besi on munyafo wada ko ene mpenifo a mutie ono abosa mosapo mone ye mpenifo mutie nyina no yema munyina monitie enwumre no si akase ebo ena etoaso ya yede ebro hene babo amabene ne grantma any team no edide obi anso etoamoso ne munyina mo eniti
Dedi kama mamena PENDREAM TV ase na so far so good. Say open online portal e wo Ghana. Nipa share, nipa follow, nipa comment here. To my best of knowledge, without any biases, PENDREAM TV. I see say a lot of people are moving from the traditional media to the social media. And PENDREAM, you are setting the pace because you bring the issues as they are. And the those are the issues. And then Unipa are not ready for just ordinary endorsement. But people want to hear the issues. What are the issues? What are the possible solutions? So for me, I'm endorsing PENDREAM TV. And I'm recommending, say, Obi Biana who affiliated traditional media and why you're bored with it, I'm going to live up to expectation. Your next last stop, PENDREAM TV.